I'm no expert on this. I haven't served in the military. I haven't been in the field. I haven't seen for myself the information begotten by waterboarding. But don't be politically correct when American lives are at stake. I'm talking about CIA Director John Brennan here. See what he just said about waterboarding.
We've learned lessons from the past. We have a lot of capabilities and competencies and skills, and so I don't believe that we need to resort to certain types of tactics.
Like waterboarding?
Absolutely, I would not agree to having any CIA officer carrying out waterboarding again.
I'm not going to pretend here that I know the ins and outs of enhanced interrogation techniques. Clearly I don't. And there are plenty of experts out there that can give you all those details if you want them. But I can tell you the facts. I can tell you what I've seen. What I've seen is the beheading of Americans by radical Islamist terrorists. I've seen the bombing of the Boston Marathon, the death of a 7-year-old child. I've seen the destruction and mutilation of women and children blown up in a park in Pakistan by radical Islamist suicide bombers. I've seen, just a few hours from where I live, 2 radical Islamist terrorists open fire at a work party, killing 14 innocent people. I've seen, and I can never forget, the sight of people jumping to their deaths from the World Trade Centers, seeing the smoke fill the air, hearing New Yorkers talk about the stench of burning, of death. These radical Islamist terrorists aren't innocent people. The question is not whether waterboarding is unpleasant. It's not whether it's ideal to have to hurt other people. It's not whether subjecting evil men to enhanced interrogation offends our sensibilities, whether it's politically correct or not. No. The question is whether waterboarding protects the American people. Is it effective? Does it save lives? Is the information accurate? Is it torture? No, what the enemy does to us is torture. Beheading people, setting people on fire, crucifying people. Is the information accurate? Let's not forget, these terrorists being interrogated aren't released after being questioned. It's not like, oh, and after your 2 p.m. waterboarding appointment, sir, you're free to go. No. Even if stoic terrorists try to give false information, guess what? They're held captive and will be back. Does it save lives? Waterboarding is how we got Khalid Sheikh Mohammed to give up crucial al-Qaeda operatives and help prevent another major attack right after 9/11. Waterboarding is how we found al-Zarqawi, the al-Qaeda leader in Iraq. Waterboarding is how we got the information to track down, hunt down, and kill Osama bin Laden in Pakistan. But now the CIA director says he won't waterboard terrorists even if a future president calls for it. People forget this isn't an issue of political correctness. People's lives are at stake here. This kind of comment, it smacks of politicking, of the agenda of our president who won't recognize the threat of radical Islamist terrorism. But we can't forget those pictures, the people who die at the hands of terrorism. We can't afford to be politically correct when American lives are at stake. And that's my final point. Reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. And if you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. Be sure to catch Tipping Point again tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night.